Good morning, crypto world. It is 2:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on 10/30/2018. Okay, now there's a lot to talk about this morning, including the market, of course, shed about $6 billion, which is no big deal. Everybody goes crazy over it, but it is not a big deal. All right, sucks, no doubt about that, but the market is going to do a nice turnaround. Is it going to be massive like last year? No. Okay. Now, with Bitcoin at 62.98 right now, Ethereum at 197. Look at that for W12. Buy W12 using your Ethereum. Super low. Links are down below. I'll get into W12 in a minute. Okay, Bitcoin Cash 418. Litecoin at 49.27. XRP at 0.44. Okay, now these things we're going to be talking about today. A lot of big things. When you look at the institutional setup of the main money, what's coming in, what's taking care of crypto, what's going to come around and use crypto, what's going to be the thing that's going to spur crypto, okay, and that is going to be in the future, all the big hedge funds, all the things for the regular money coming in, investments from the mainstream coming in and taking and grabbing onto crypto. So when you look at that, STOs are another thing that are coming in. But the main thing is, if you look at Fidelity, what Fidelity's doing right now, and if you haven't heard about what Fidelity's doing, they're offering a digital asset trading service. They're the sixth biggest fund manager in the world, all right, and basically trading demands of large institutional investors, in which, most importantly, they will provide services such as institutional grade custody. Now, not just that. When you look at more and more things that they're thinking of doing and what's going on with BAT and all the things going on with all the different things that we've talked about in the last 3 or 4 weeks, so many different things for the hedge funds, all these different things that we're talking about. Institutional grade is, for the crypto, is going to happen, is going to spur the pricing. Because once the mainstream gets into it, and when I say gets into it, a lot of it, then you're looking at where Bitcoin is going to surge in value, and then you're going to also look at where a lot of the other good coins are going to surge in value and stay that way. Not up they go, then down they go out of existence. No, I'm talking about the good coins, and there's not many of them, that will surge. Now, when you look at Ripple and what Ripple, and we all know XRP is a great coin to have. All right. Now, David Scwartz, if you don't know who he is, most Ripple people do know, wrote this article. And it's a very good thing talking about how he did his stuff. In 1991, his patent for a multi-level distributed computer network was granted. Okay. And he, as a cryptography geek, was enamored by Satoshi's white paper. Satoshi's white paper for Bitcoin, a Model T for payments. Okay, and what he means by that is, you know, they started it 10 years ago. And I say they. We don't know is Satoshi really the inventor of Bitcoin? Is it more than one person? Is it who is it? But what it comes down to, the white paper was a Model T for payments. Now you look and see how Ripple is advancing. And it's not just Ripple, okay? You do have IBM and their solution. But guess what? It's not going to touch and do what Ripple's doing with business worldwide. With the banking and all that's going on with the money processing, no. It's not going to be a main competitor, but it's out there, okay? So then, I'm going to show you this.
Hey, I'm Reinhard Kate, and welcome back to episode 6 of the Ripple Drop. Today we're going to look at RippleNet's different products and see how they work together. We're going to take a deep dive into a feature called Multi-Hop, and last but not least, we're going to talk about the Q3 XRP Markets Report. A lot of folks are coming with questions about how the different products Ripple's put together function on RippleNet and what it looks like. You got a few minutes to talk about it?
So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how our products, XVIA, XRapid, and XCurrent work together to improve the payment experience. XVIA allows you to use one standard connection to get you all the benefits of RippleNet. They would use xCurrent, and they would get rid of the need for the FTP server and the 3-day wait to process the files. The magic is, where xRapid is available, Mexico for example, they can then add on xRapid and move money on demand using XRP into Mexico and pay out instantly.
Multi-hop. What is it? How does it work? Multi-hop gives RippleNet members the ability of transacting with banks or payment providers or digital wallets that they don't have a direct relationship to. That's so important because in today's world, you need a bunch of bilateral relationships clunkily put together in a chain in order to move money. Multi-hop makes that a thing of the past. So one of the things that multi-hop allows are multiple quotes to be returned to the user. And those quotes will have different paths of payments that are available. What we're seeing already in terms of the tests that we're doing are the cheapest and the fastest when they go through xRapid. There seems to be almost double the amount of XRP that Ripple sold between Q2 and Q3. What's up with that?
The big change was in the buying by Wall Street, the buying by institutions directly from the company. That number was up really big, nearly 400% quarter over quarter. There seemed to be little signs that Wall Street is moving closer and closer towards adopting digital assets, and so we could see that in the third quarter.
Okay, so that's just a little bit of just breaking that down for you. Now, regarding IBM's WorldWire, which has an open approach, as they put it, okay, they talk about how they have, against Swift's GPI, well, better than Swift's GPI, okay? And give credit to Ripple when the credit is due for creating the design model. No doubt about that, okay? But they're saying that here, WorldWire takes a much more open approach in selecting digital assets, which act as settlement instruments, in that WorldWire is leveraging expertise and relationships with central banks around the world to create an ecosystem of a bunch of alternative settlement instruments. Among the available alternative settlement instruments, counterparties that can use Network can actually decide together the settlement assets that they want to use. The available options are digital USD or digital euro, but by default, the WorldWire will use Lumens, as it is a native asset behind the underlying network. Unlike Ripple's XRP, WorldWire will allow a whole range of digital asset instruments for future swaps. They don't get what xRapid is. Okay, xRapid uses a whole wide range of when they do it, and then it ends up in the destination of the payment the right way. Okay, so they're just a little bit behind on that one, but that's typical of competition. Now, when you look at what happened with OKEX delisting, they said here 30, but there was over 5860 delistings for OKEX. Every exchange does that. Low volume, you go bye-bye. They just don't want to deal with it. Every exchange does it. Now, could we all say and remind you of this, do not hold your coins on exchanges. Don't make the mistake I made, okay? And I'm a pro, and I made it, okay? Don't make the mistake I made. So when you look at this, Canadian Exchange claims it lost funds. Customers suspect exit scam. Now, this is not confirmed to be that yet, but it sure does seem like it if you read this article. I'll leave this link down below to you. Just the way they had it all, the website redone on, I think it was Thursday, and then Monday they said there was a bug that stole all the money. That just seems to be a little bit off there. Okay, now, when you look at the Apollo Foundation, hello Apollo. Let me just go through this fast for the new Apollo people. Okay, with Apollo, it is a all-in-one, and we all who have been around Apollo know that. It is something where you have so many things under one roof, and that's what it beats every other privacy coin out there. It beats all the other coins out there, and there's other people that just don't know what it's all about, and this is my job to show you. On my channel, there's over 400 videos on Apollo since early April, okay? When you look at the fact page of the website, it gives you a lot of different things you can talk about. Now, one question that's always out there about the forging. Now, I'm going to just show you this real fast here. You must have a positive effect balance on your wallet. All Apollo held in your wallet will eventually become part of the effective balance. To become part of the effective balance, Apollo needs to be held in your wallet long enough to reach the 1,440 confirmations. That's your first step, okay? You must have a published key. That's easy to get, guys. When you do your published key, when you send your first Apollo, okay, you create an alias. It's so easy to do on the wallet. Your wallet, when you download it, and I'll go over those in a second, is your gateway to the next-gen network. On the left-hand side is the dashboard that gets you there, okay? It lets you easily create the alias. And what is creating an alias? John Doe, okay? Okay. Matahari. You get my drift? Just make one up, and then you're creating an alias. Your public key, once you send and you do it, one Apollo to somebody, your public key is published, and it's all that matters there. Okay? Now, the forging effectiveness. Forging is a form of proof of stake consensus. The effectiveness of forging is determined by the number of Apollo you are using to forge. After each block, the transaction fees within that block are distributed to all forgers randomly. The larger your Apollo stake, the higher the chance you have to gain Apollo. So the more Apollos you have in your wallet, the more you can gain in payment back. Okay? Now, with things like this, is the wallet secure? The web wallet got more secure. We all know that. There's a two-factor setup on the web wallet now. So that is something that is beautiful to have. Okay? And also, too, when you set up your wallet, this is one thing I've seen over the last 7 months. When you set up your wallet, copy your passphrase and your account number by putting it to something like Notepad and then printing it out. And then when you do it, also, too, save the Notepad, okay, in a safe place. Because what it comes down to is that you need to avoid issues, you need to copy and paste your passphrase when you go in to send Apollos. So many people try to type it in and they mess it up. It basically is not hard to do, but you want to make sure you get your spacing right. You want to make sure your dashes are right, okay? And that is a ticket. But the main thing is if you lose your passphrase, bye-bye. Your coins will never be able to be gotten. You will not be able to ever retrieve them, ever. I'm not trying to scare you. I know Halloween is tomorrow in the United States, but I'm not trying to scare you. The thing is that with it, you want to make sure you save your passphrase. All the wallets are available over here on this side over here. Just download the web wallet, I should say the Windows wallet, or the Linux, OS 10. Everything is right there. Documents for the new Apollo people. Okay, when you have the documents, you have the one-pager, the technical paper, and the white paper. The one-pager gives you, well, why do they do that now? It was easily viewable last time. I'm going to have to talk to Apollo about that one. Instead of downloading the PDF, it opened up immediately. So they did a change on that, so I'll have to find out why they did that. But anyway, with technical paper and white paper, basically the one-pager was going to show you all the stats and available exchanges and things like that. Okay, so with that, with the Apollo coin, all that information is right here. And you can see here you got IDEX, Coinbean, CoinPulse, and next to come up, quite a bit coming up. You've got Fox Business, we all know about that one, Primetime TV coming up. You have the Hermes upgrade of 2 seconds, the fastest network in the world for Apollo. Yes, the fastest. Nobody will have anything faster for at least another few months. That's the way the digital age goes. And CryptoNex. You have the debit card buying coming up very soon on CryptoNext. OKEX. We won the vote on OKEX along with 2 others for a free listing. They are getting that ready to be listed. Let's hope it's soon. Next, you've got W12. People, hold on one second. Okay, we are only 2 months away from W12 going on to the exchanges. And with a low coin count of W12, look out. That's the best way to put that. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just telling you that the possibilities are there. And very good possibilities. Hold on. Okay, don't let the the market get you down. Remember this: it always goes back up again. So what you have to basically do is keep the faith, and that's what it is. You basically have to get your coins and tokens that you're going to be happy with, and look for the new ones that are going to be good to get to give you the potential, and then sit back and don't let the dailies get to you on the market. There's a lot of good things happening in the digital world, and that's what you have to keep in mind. Okay, for the W12 people out there, links are down below for it. Remember this: you've got the white paper, yellow paper product, which I've shown you quite a bit in the last few videos. The testnet, guys. All right, and there was one person that goes, "Well, do they have a Telegram group?" Well, guys and girls, you need to look at the website and go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, and with it, oh my God, Michael, there we go. All right, yeah, there's a lot of employees and a lot of good advisors to W12. And there you go. Every language out there overall, major languages, you've got the Telegram groups right there, locked and loaded. All right? So everybody, please subscribe, hit the notification bell for breaking news. As soon as it comes, it'll be out there. Again, everybody, thank you for putting up with my cold for the last, almost flu for the last 4 days. Getting much better now. Appreciate that. All right, so I'll see you guys on the Apollo #1 Telegram group, and I'll talk to everybody in this crypto world soon.